Even when the storm washed away.
All right, so my first rap name was Inkwell. That's what most people know me as in Rhode Island. And I came up with that name when I was a teenager. And I was always a huge Wu-Tang fan. And my favorite rapper, Ghostface, always had all these different aliases. Uh, and just most of my favorite rappers, they're always changing their names. So I've always changed my name over time, depending on my mood. So I got to the point where I felt Ink the Urban Myth suited me because I'm all over the place. I'm always in so many different arenas and so many different spaces. And people always ask me what I do and like where I'm at. So I just felt like at I'm at this point where I really just feel like an urban myth. I always credit my mom to putting me on to music because we used to live in Atlanta. We grew up in Atlanta, and we would just ride around, and she gave me a great music history of like Outkast, Bob Marley, Shabba Ranks, Everton Blender, Luda Baruka, Earth, Wind and Fire. The list goes on. Um, my dad was also a trumpet player. He went to Berkeley, so I was always at his gigs. And when we moved to Rhode Island, she had me in drum lessons. You know what I'm saying? But when I got to high school, I really wanted to do music more, but we didn't really have a good music program. So my friend at the time, Arlene, she was like, yo, you should go to AS220. They got this dope group called The Roadshow. I was like 15 at the time. So that's when I kind of started really taking it seriously. And then from there, it really just grew legs. And I just started doing everything I could possibly. When you're coming up as a hip hop producer, most hip hop producers, they start off by sampling their favorite records. And I was one of those kids where I was just like, damn, like I would love to play these records with a band. So that's what inspired me to start a band. Um, and now I'm at the point in my career where I got the time and I got the budget so I could work with, what I'm saying, with actual musicians. And I also took the time to, study music theory and, instruments myself so I can actually be able to communicate with folks and just create dope grooves and just create dope vibes. Stuff that you could, chill with your girl and, sip some wine to kind of stuff. I'm a media educator and a social entrepreneur. So I started off, I was in New York and I was just doing fellowships and workshops, teaching folks how to do podcasts, how to record mixtapes, how to do media events. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that just kind of blossomed. It's kind of really dope when you're in these creative spaces because when people see you grinding, they just kind of throw you different opportunities. So I'm kind of at this point in my career where like I'm I'm always doing like a different, at this point I'm really more like a media consultant, you know what I'm saying? Because people hit me up all the time with like creative ideas and projects that they're trying to get off the board, and I'm just kind of like the behind the scenes person helping them like put the entire picture together, letting them know who they need to reach out to, what the end product should look like, and just being that liaison. So that's kind of like what I've been doing a lot more lately. We're releasing the session as the EP as well. I always wanted to do a live EP, do a live album. I was always inspired by like MTV Unplugged and Tiny Desk. We did in the live session. Um, it's kind of like a compilation from mixtapes and also unreleased stuff that's coming out. So you guys are gonna get a nice dope sneak peek of that.
Like we don't listen when we hit the sun and observe the rays. I'm an ultraviolet stuck in the days. I'm ultraviolet in a passive lane, and I probably get canceled for burning the daisies of Mother Nature. Gave birth to an angel with fingernails.